Welcome to the Redflex. Welcome to the Global Fan Cam. We are live. We are exclusive. Manchester United have done something that I was very confident that was going to happen. But before we even do anything on this video, we have a very, very special gift from Soom himself. So we're going to go straight to him before we do anything. Over to you, Soom.
Give it to them.
Obviously, after today's win, man, it got me hyped. It got me so excited today. I needed to go outside my house. I needed to go do my daily exercise. And you know what? I took a step outside my house. And I'll be honest, I got in my car first. I didn't start the exercise. I had to get to the location first today. And for MZ and for all the United fans, guess where I am, brothers? I am outside
Old Trafford. The theatre of dreams.
The Holy Trinity. Sir Alex at the back. The stadium is live and I'm doing my daily exercise that I am legally entitled to. And then for you, I thought I'd give a gift to everyone. I am so excited about the win today.
How is she doing? How is that baby? The theatre of dreams, the pinnacle of sports.
It's definitely shining brighter tonight. I must say, it's definitely shining brighter tonight.
How bright have there ever been? Manchester is red. Long may it continue. Let's soak these views in before we do anything. This is a video that is unlike any other video before. We are looking at Old Trafford, the mecca of football. Manchester United, the biggest club in the world. Soom K with the best seat in the house right outside Old Trafford. And these three men will be proud of what Manchester United have done. The United Trinity, Best, Law, Charlton. They are looking over Old Trafford with a smile on their face because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brought that bus. He's got onto that bus. He's driving that wheel, and he's driving it all the way to the Premier League trophy. That's what he is doing.
And don't forget the FA Cup as well. The FA Cup as well.
The FA Cup as well. This is what the Redflex is all about. Uncut, unfiltered, no adverts. Right. Shall
we have a direct interview with my guy?
Cantona. He will be proud of what we have done today. This is a video like no video before. Manchester United are top. Manchester United are back where they belong. But Soom K, I really appreciate that because I've not seen that baby for a long time.
It's been too long, man.
Let's get into this video. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2. And a lot of people have had a lot of things to say. But I'm gonna go to MZ because I think MZ has got a lot of things that he wants to get off his chest. So MZ, Manchester United have done it. Was there any doubt?
There was no doubt at all. There was no doubt at all. I said it in the preview, and I even predicted a 2-1 win. Though we went ahead and scored 3. That's good for us. But there's just one thing I said I'll say in this video, and I'm gonna say it again. Sit down, you scousers. You like hyped up Trent Alexander-Arnold as if he was Philip Lahm, man. Sit down. Okay, look, it's good that you're a right back that can attack. That's a bonus. But you're a right back. Your job is to defend. You're a defender. You being good going forward, that's a bonus. That's why we are lucky we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So you guys hyped him up so much that we actually believed he's one of the best fullbacks in the world. Well, he's actually shit. He's not good going forward now. He's not good defensively. That's what I wanted to say about Liverpool. Sit down, you scouser. Let me not hear anybody now come to me say Arnold is better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sit down.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Manchester United are through to the next round in the FA Cup. I think we've got West Ham, so we'll try and go in chronological order. Soom K, you're outside the mecca of football, the theatre of dreams, Old Trafford, the biggest and best stadium in the world. Soom, tell me what you thought of the first half performance. Try break it down from obviously Liverpool's goal to Man United's equaliser.
I felt like obviously we were quite dominant compared to the other game last week. And I felt like we came off on a better front. Obviously, we talked about the lineups in your Instagram live show. And like it looked like we came out more attacking for once. He focused on the attack. He had the solid back four line, gave Henderson a chance, and it started well. Yes, I was a bit annoyed that Greenwood went for that shot. His first shot, he should have passed it into Cavani, I believe, Van de Beek, sorry, and that would have been a goal. But obviously, he's trying to force a goal in, but it was like that goal that Liverpool scored. It was a great pass. I have to give credit to that. But it felt like it could have been easily defended by either Shaw or Maguire. All they need to do is go sideways, and they shouldn't let that ball go through full stop. But then, obviously, Rashford got the ball. He bombed it down the left side, do a beautiful cross, skim Milner's head, got it to Greenwood. Greenwood had a couple of shots, missed it, and he wasn't missing the third one, and he got it in the back of the net, the side. Beautiful, pure class finish. Hopefully that will build his confidence for future games to come. But yes, and towards the second end of the first half, I felt like we were dominated. I feel like we started to wake up, and like it, as usual, it took United to go a goal behind before getting back into gear.
No, beautifully said. I think it was important that we got that goal. MZ, what did you think of the first half performance? Because I was very nervous at this persistence of playing out from the back. We kept losing the ball the first 30 minutes. Like I said in the previous videos, I think it's the worst 30 minutes of football I've seen at Old Trafford, especially from Man United. I thought we were quite fortunate being 1-1, but obviously as the half grew, we kind of got more into the game. What were your thoughts on the main incidents from the first half?
Okay, first of all, when I saw the lineup, I was excited. I think you guys were live on
definitely,
Instagram, and I came and I told you guys I'm positive about the lineup, because when I saw that we were playing with a front three, I was like, okay, we are going for this, because we are playing with a front three and a midfield of Pogba and Donny and Scott McTominay. So that was positive. Like, of course, Pogba would have played in the pivot to midfield, but you will think like Pogba and Donny, they'll be more advanced, and then McTominay sits back. So it was positive. And then the first 2 minutes, I know I was watching from afar because we were having supper, and I was like, why are we defending? Because I saw us sitting back at it. I said, why are we defending? And we put out such a positive team. But then, yeah, we gradually picked up, and I liked how we played in the first half, and we should have been ahead 2 to 3 goals ahead in that first half. But tell you what, that pass from Marcus Rashford, man.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass.
And then, one thing people won't talk about much is Cavani's movement in both those. Okay, I'll start with the first half goal. His movement took Fabinho or Williams away from Mason Greenwood. I don't know if you're going to watch it back. He moved to the left towards Rashford. Then he takes a defender with him, enables Rashford to see Greenwood and play that pass. I mean, that was the best football I've seen, but us playing in a first half against a very good team, talking about Liverpool, of course. But that's what I've been saying in the last video, in the preview. Liverpool are there for the taking. They are not the team they were last year. They are
definitely.
You go play. And last year I said it. I think I said it last year too. Liverpool are good, but if you have a go at them, they are not the same. If you sit back against them, you'll suffer. But if you go at them, they panic and they actually concede goals. So yeah, that's what we've seen today. If you go at Liverpool, I'm now looking forward for that second leg Premier League against Liverpool at Old Trafford. I'm really looking forward to that right now.
Well, I think we're all looking forward to it. I think Soon's looking forward to it because he's standing right outside Old Trafford. It's a thing of beauty. But we'll move the video on. We don't want to repeat of the 1.5 hour classic
Breathe it in.
that we had a few days ago. So second half, I think before we go to the second half, there's a few things I've said quite a lot, and a lot of people have thought I've been saying it for views, I've been saying it for subscribers. Absolutely not. It's all facts, and it's been proven once again. Liverpool at the end of their cycle. It's the end of their era. It's the start of another. It's so true, because we're in a position now, because before everybody would pick the majority of Liverpool players in a combined 11 in terms of the strongest team. I don't think that is the case anymore, because Man United players and the way that we're performing would mean that a lot of our players would get into this combined 11 that a lot of these pundits like to kind of draw to. But in the second half, we're not going to talk about Bruno Fernandes yet. We'll save that just towards the end. Obviously, we got given a gift soon by the young centre-back, which made it 2-1. What were your thoughts on that and the second goal, which I thought was, again, ridiculous play, because we didn't learn from the first time. We've not learned from the other games. Our error cost that goal and made it 2-2. So kind of tell me your thoughts on those bits of incidents in the second half.
Well, I think one key thing, obviously, everyone's talking about the pass Greenwood made to Rashford, but what was key about that play was the flick that Cavani did. That flick allowed the ball to be perfect for Rashford to jump onto. It made him take away that little bit less work that he would have had to do in order to control the ball. Maybe gave that extra second to a Liverpool defender. But he finished it like he should. And I hope that goal also builds the confidence. I think this is a confidence-building game where our strikers are starting to turn up. Yes, Martial's been slacking. Yes, Rashford's been slacking. Yes, Greenwood's been slacking. But at the end of the day, this is the game where the strikers did turn up in the end. So I feel like it's one of those where hopefully they are able to use this momentum, use this passion, use this win, the bragging rights over Liverpool, and take it further. But that second goal was sublime. It was unfortunate Cavani caused the issue for the second conceded goal. Yeah. It's one of them. It's like, but then obviously we did let it get to us. We carried on with the game.
No, absolutely. I think I'd agree with that. MZ, just following up on what Soom said, just in relation to our second goal and Liverpool's second goal, we'll talk about Bruno Fernandes after that. How important do you think that goal could be for Rashford, and how disappointed were you with the way that we conceded that second goal?
I think confidence-wise, it will do a whole lot of good for Rashford. Like, I think he had a good game today. I think a very good game. I mean, he sat Thiago down today. He sat that kid down. How many people? Like, we saw that Rashford with confidence, like taking on players. That's the Rashford we all want to see every day.
Yeah.
That's the Rashford we want to see. And that's what he was doing today. And I think if there's one player that Klopp doesn't want to see when he's playing against us, I think it's Rashford. And then these new keys that we play for Liverpool, like every time a kid plays his first game against United, he's sent back to the youth. Trent Alexander-Arnold at Old Trafford the other day, Rashford sent him back. Today it's Williams, Rashford sends him back. I mean, then what's with all this hype of this guy, Thiago Alcantara? I mean, he's all hyped up, and I just don't see anything he's doing.
I think one of the main reasons why Liverpool are struggling is because previously their midfield has never been the strongest. So whenever they get the ball in the midfield, it always used to be get into the midfield and straight away get it to the wing backs or get it up front. Now that they've got Thiago likes to pass it. It's like intricate, back, forward, sideways. And it's costing Liverpool, but not many people are saying it.
I mean,
definitely, that's definitely true.
I think, like, okay, he's. I'm not saying he's a bad player. People get me wrong.
Oh no, he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
He's a good player. But all this hype, like we've got Thiago Alcantara. But then I don't see anything positive from him. Like he keeps the ball, he does like 1-2 flicks, but we want products, right? That's what we've been crying for from Paul Pogba and everybody. We want product, but I don't see that from him, and it's good for us, of course. But then, overall, that's the goal for Rashford gives him a lot of confidence, and I was happy because the way we ended the first half, we ended like on a high, then came back second half, went at it straight away and got the second goal. Like that was positive and very, very positive. Like this is something that people need to see. We are going through with Ole. Like people need to see this with Ole. Okay, there are times like we go watch a United game and we are all pissed off when we come after the game, but it's been improving, and that's what people need to see. It's improving. Like game by game, it's improving, and we're seeing that commitment, that desire to win games, and that's what we're doing right now. So we got the second goal. We then went ahead and conceded a very sloppy goal, and it was 2-2. But This guy just didn't sit back. Ole made the quick changes. We went for the third, and we got it. And after that, we even went for the fourth. Right. So this is all progress. Yeah, this is all progress that people need to see. But yeah, I'm happy that Rashford is back on the score sheet. And I've always said this: we've got Bruno, Pogba, Maguire, Luke Shaw, who is Fred. They've all stepped up this season. Like they've all
definitely.
Up.
We're seeing another level from our inconsistent players. That's what it is.
Exactly. And what's left is we are a good team with these 5 players already stepping up. Imagine now Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial step it up. We have how many players? 8 players stepping it up. Oh my God, we're gonna be unstoppable.
I think on
even
previous
the Gea
videos,
staying up.
Yeah, no,
even
I
the
agree.
Gea
stepped up.
Yeah.
Previous videos, I've given Rashford, Greenwood, Martial stick, but it's not because it's a personal thing. It's because I know what they're capable of.
Exactly.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt in his ability. What the point that I was trying to make is, it's a certain mentality, it's a certain temperament that you need with Man United, and this is the Marcus Rashford that you want to see. The Marcus Rashford that gets the ball regardless of who's in front of him. He's going to take him on. He's going to embarrass him. He's going to cause trouble, and that's exactly what he did with the positions he kept. We knew that Arnold and Robertson were high and wide, so Rashford, I thought it was quite clever the way he was positioning himself just between the halfway line and our box, so we could break quickly. So that was very good. I think another interesting turning point in the game was Ole's substitutions, and I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He has shown that he can change games from the bench, and this was a perfect example. I'll go to Zoom first. So in my opinion, the game changed when Bruno Fernandes and Fred came on. It kind of tightened things up.
Oh, definitely.
We then got a free kick, and I'm going to hand over to you, Zoom. Tell me what happened when we got that free kick.
Well, obviously, we got fouled. Was it Shaw around it? Fernandes around it? Was Fred even around it? Everyone's thinking, who's taking this? Obviously, the main man, Bruno Fernandes, the man full of confidence. Whenever he misses, he's willing to take another shot. He doesn't give up. He lays that ball up and he booms it into the right-hand corner in the side netting. It was a beautiful goal. And the main thing is, one main thing of that goal, finally Pogba got out of the way of something. That is one thing. He always gets in the way.
Yeah, I agree with that. I got some comments. SYG was fuming with McFred. Luckily, we scored, so it makes sense. Remember, he made a negative change when it was 2-2. I think with Bruno
I don't think he did. He didn't make a negative. No, he never made a negative change. Van der Beek wasn't doing anything. Greenwood was dying down. So why those changes were great? Those changes were perfect.
Exactly. Because look, Van der Beek was not doing anything, like some says. And then Pogba was like tired, starting to get tired. And of course, you can't have a tired player playing in that pivot role, okay? And McTominay was like on his own. And I think it reached a time like Thiago was actually dictating play in that midfield. So we needed legs in there because Firmino was dropping into the midfield and they were outnumbered in that midfield. So he needed extra legs in that midfield. And I think it worked well with Fred. I don't think Fred came in and just
if anything, it was when Firmino went off was a negative change for Liverpool, because at that point we gave him all the confidence, and even the commentators say, "Oh, Liverpool's starting to click now. They're starting to get back together, starting to find their rhythm. The balls are getting in, the balls are going here, they're going there. United are bloody on the step back." But when he took Firmino off, I was shocked. I was like, "Why are you taking him off? He's probably starting to get to his 5th game right now." And I was so happy, obviously.
And SYG
says, well, why would we need 2 holding players when we need to win? AA, McTominay was poor. And then SYG further says, yes, Matic should have been in again. No idea why he loves McFred.
I get it. Okay, now go on.
Sorry, but if anything, Fred wasn't a holding midfielder. He was the one who was chopping legs. He was going forward, cutting the channels much as possible. He was an attacking defensive midfielder. That's what Fred was when he came on.
I want to ask you the fact that Zoom has already very beautifully, poetically, I would even say, talked us through Bruno Fernandes' goal. But I want to just highlight another area. I know that you commented previously on one of the videos, So supposedly Bruno Fernandes is a player who's out of form. He's a player that doesn't turn up in the big games. He's only scored one goal in 6 games against the top 6. So now Bruno Fernandes comes off the bench against the best team of our generation, the benchmark, the holy grail of football, the greatest thing since bread was created, since when the first football was kicked. Bruno Fernandes comes on, Bruno Fernandes scores. What does that mean? Has the critics been silenced?
Can I just show you guys something?
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Well, Zoom is outside Old Trafford. You can show us whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
See that's where my TV is. I was just seated down there. See there, right in front of it. Then Bruno had that ball. The free kick was given. Bruno had the ball. I was hitting this carpet like, Bruno, please give me something special. Please, I was begging for it. Give me something special, please. And my God, did he deliver? My God, did he deliver?
Oh, he delivered 100%, man. 100%.
I have been waiting for that. Like, I don't know, ever since this year began, like from the 1st of January, because this talk of, Bruno disappears in the big games. Like, I have Arsenal friends. They started telling me that ever since Partey pocketed Pogba and Bruno was nowhere to be seen against Arsenal. And they were like, he's only seen in those small games, but he disappears in the big games. I was waiting for this. I was begging, Bruno, please shut them up. Shut them up today. Please. It doesn't get bigger than doing it against Liverpool. Just do it. And he went on and
I can only imagine, MZ. I can only imagine the celebration that you had when Bruno Fernandes scored.
My pop was having up, and he's like literally the last person to leave the table, so he was still there, and I shouted. I was like, "Hey man, look, people are asleep upstairs, and the neighbors are asleep. You can make noise." I'm like, "Dude, it's United."
SYD has come up and said, "Respect to Zooms outside the theatre of dreams." And
that's what you want to be.
Did MZ ring his bro at full time? MZ, over to you.
He switched his phone off.
I think there was some network difficulty with most landline at the moment. That's what it is.
But it's no problem. I know where to find him tomorrow. I know where to find him.
We can send him a letter. We'll send him a letter that he can receive, and you know what he'll say on that letter? Top of the league, baby.
We'll send him a message here tonight.
Okay, so Bruno Fernandes scored the goal, made it 3-2. Obviously, it was a little bit tense towards the end, but ultimately, Manchester United got the job done. So, just before we wrap up today's video, I just want to ask both of you this question. Soom, how important can this win be for the rest of our season?
I just want to add something before, obviously, I give you my opinion on this question. If you watched the game on BBC before kickoff, there was an interview with Gary Lineker and Bruno Fernandes. If you ever watched it, and there was a point where they were talking about United, where they are in the league, and Gary asked him, "What's the importance of this Liverpool game?" And there was one little moment when he answered that question. He talked about how United were top of the league, and then he was gonna say where Liverpool was, but he didn't know. He didn't know where Liverpool was. And it was fucking beautiful. It was beautiful. Like, who cares about Liverpool? I don't care where they're. As long as they're below us, it doesn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying?
He said something like he hoped they continue to lose or something along those lines.
Yeah, exactly. He said something along those lines as well, and I thought that was absolutely amazing.
You know what's the good thing with this Liverpool decline? Aston Villa won yesterday, and they are 4 points behind Liverpool, and they have 2 games in hand.
Yeah, I think Everton, they do. So, Everton, they can go ahead of Liverpool as well.
Yeah, Everton can go ahead of Liverpool.
That will be interesting.
And then adding on Bruno, and then just adding something on Bruno. I mean, that guy is class. Look, the other day I said De Bruyne is a level above Bruno. I might have to take that back. But
I think you should. I think you have to.
Yeah, that guy is just something else. I mean, you saw that cross he sent in for Cavani.
But what a header! What a header!
Yeah, whoa, what a
I
header.
thought his head was going to fall off. I thought his neck was going to snap. That's
I
how
know.
much.
He was heading that ball to make a statement. He was making a statement with that header.
His reaction says it all. His reaction says it all. But then look, if I'm sure Cavani, when Cavani sees Bruno on the touchline coming on, I'm sure he's like saying, "Thank God," because it's not far when we'll see Cavani punching someone in that field, his own teammate.
Yeah.
Because Cavani has been making runs in that box, waiting for crosses, and they don't come in. I'm telling you, he'll punch someone soon.
Yeah.
Then,
You know what?
Cavani, I'm sure he'll be looking at the sideline, and when he sees Bruno coming on, he'll say, "Thank God you're coming on." Because Bruno is the only person that actually looks for him when he has the ball.
You know what? I think Shaw's doing it as well a little bit as well. I feel like obviously when Rashford does it, he aims at he's always looking for Greenwood for some reason, or Pogba. But when Shaw crosses the ball, he is actually trying to get to Cavani. But the problem is, especially on set pieces, they know Cavani's always going to run to the near post, so they cover it. So he needs to change his game plan a little bit, I think, as well.
Boys, finally with the importance of the victory. Tell me how important this game, the result, how important is it?
Oh, it's very important, very important. I think it feels like it shows that we're turning a new leaf. It shows us we're going in the right direction. It shows that we are marching on and on and on, like it says on the wall of Manchester United. The Reds are marching on and on and on, just behind Sir Alex Ferguson. You know how it says it.
I think you should carry on showing us Old Trafford. Show us the thing of beauty. Show us the great stadium. I want to carry on seeing it.
There you go. You don't need to see me no more, man. There you go. There's the stadium for you. Right there. How do you enjoy that?
How important is this victory?
It is important. And one thing I'd like to take away from this victory is we actually scored 2 goals without Bruno Fernandes on that pitch.
Yeah,
definitely.
And that just shuts those people who keep saying that we are Bruno Fernandes team. Like, okay, he plays a big part in what we've become. But then knowing that we can actually play a game and score goals without him being on the pitch, that's a good thing. That can only be credit to Ole and the squad depth that he's built. Because Donny played an hour plus, and he wasn't that bad. He was good. He was okay. So that's just a good thing, because before we had, like, when Bruno was going off, we had a Pereira, Jesse Lingard coming on. But then now, look, you have Bruno resting, then you have a Donny van der Beek coming into the team. So that's can only be a positive. So this result will give us confidence, and then going to that Sheffield United game, massive confidence, and he can actually rest players now and play other players and actually go for the win. So
definitely,
I can only see us moving forward after that win.
One last thing before we do wrap up, very quickly from both of you. Soon, your man of the match.
Man, Luke Shaw all day. I don't know why Pogba was giving it. I feel Luke Shaw was phenomenal, attacking, defending. Yes, he made a couple of mistakes that may have led to the first goal, but overall, he was an absolute beast of a player today. He wasn't a man of the match. He was king of the match. He was soldier of the match. He was the beast of the match. No one could go past him. No one could take him on. He was doing it left, right. Said if it was a corner, if it was just running down the left, defending, it was beautiful. Man of the match, king of the match, Luke Shaw.
I was actually thinking, before we get to MZ, I was actually thinking of titling this video, Luke Locks Down Liverpool, but I thought it was pretty entertaining, to be fair. But MZ,
he let
your man of the match
today. My man of the match, I'll probably give it to Rashford.
You're going to give it Rashford. He was good. He was good.
He was good.
That pass was so beautiful, man. That was a beautiful pass. I just have to
definitely.
That pretty much wraps up today's Global Fan Cam. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2.
Can we just have a dig at Liverpool, maybe, before we go?
Yes, we can. There's always room for that. There's always time in this show for digs at Liverpool.
So before that Premier League game at Anfield, you know what? The messages I got, that we're going to end your season this month. That's what I was told. We're going to end United's season this month. We're going to beat you at Anfield. We're going to beat you in the FA Cup. Look at how it turned out now. Huh? Whose season is over now? 6 points clear of Liverpool, out of the FA Cup. Who's the loser now? Huh?
I think we all know the answer to that. Manchester United.
Go on, Sue. Okay, no, go on, Sam.
I was just gonna say, like it says behind Sir Alex over there, the Reds go marching on and on.
Absolutely.
That's all you need to say.
It's quite clear that Man United have hit the final nail in Liverpool's season. Jurgen Klopp, he is a man who is struggling right now, and I absolutely love it. The best way to end this video, which I'll tell you in a minute, but I just want to remind everyone, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Redflex Global community. We are exclusively inclusive, a global platform for all footballing fans, all Manchester United fans to come on and express your views. But we're going to end this video, and we're going to end it in the right way. Soon Pay is going to deliver something that we all love to hear, and we're going to finish up with a pan of Old Trafford, because Manchester is red and Manchester United are the best club in the land. But I think MZ wants to say something before we do that.
I just want to show you something before some ends it. Okay, don't mind the name. Don't mind the name. I'm going to show you the number that is printed on my back.
Yeah,
go for it, bro. Go for it, bro. 21! Yes! The signs are here. There's a sign.
Soon Pay, over to you, my friend. You have the keys to the Redflex.
I've got the keys to the Redflex, the key to Manchester United outdoors at the moment. And I've got one thing to say. We beat Liverpool and we're top of the league, baby!
Thanks for joining us. Stay safe. Make sure you come back for more content on the Redflex. Until then, have a very, very good night, because certainly I am, and I'm sure MZ and Soom is. Thanks a lot. Absolutely. We'll see you again.
Bye-bye.